rejected for the Boston Comedy Festival 7 times. This next young man has never been comic in residence at the Comedy Studios. Let's welcome Mr. Mike O'Brien.
Yes. So does anyone have any questions for me? Any questions for me? No? My girlfriend dressed me tonight. I'll answer that question. Yeah. My girlfriend's great. My girlfriend, she went to Notre Dame. She works at a law firm. She's funny. She's smart. She's beautiful. Whenever we're like together with my friends and she leaves, my friends will always be like, "Wow, you really outkicked your coverage with her, huh?" Which is like, she's better than me, you know? Like, people always say that to men. Could you imagine if someone went up to a woman and just saw her boyfriend and been like, "Wow, you really outkicked your coverage with him, huh?" She's like, "What's that mean?" And the person's gotta be like, "You're ugly. You're dumb. You're fat." It's not nice, what people say. My girlfriend came back to my dad's place for Christmas, and my dad he's really into buying stocking stuffers for people. Like, that's all he does is just buy the stocking stuffers. And my girlfriend's just like pulling out stocking stuffers, and she would always explain what she would do with the present. Like, she pulled out shampoo and she's like, "Oh, Head and Shoulders, I wash my hair with this." But that's what you do now. It's thank you note season. You gotta write your thank you notes for Christmas. And you always remember, like, when you were a kid, you get your red crayon out and you'd be like, "Dear Aunt Patty, thank you for the sweatshirt I wear when it's cold." No shit. Well, like I said, you always have to explain what you do with the gift. Now that I'm older, I only get money. And so now my thank you notes are like, "Dear Aunt Patty, thank you for the $100. I got a 30-pack of beer, a dime bag of weed, and a lap dance at a strip club." Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. I always go, and then you gotta send your thank you notes in the mail. I'm 38 years old. I still go to mail hoping that someone just sent me a card filled with money. When you're a kid, you're like, "Oh, I got a card!" Now you're just like, fuck. No card, no money. It sucks. You don't even send anything in the mail anymore because you got your cell phone now. Everything is on your cell phone. You don't need to send letters. You just send emails all the time. Do everything on my cell phone here. Like, I read the newspaper on my cell phone. I used to love going to a diner and just by myself and like read the newspaper. People think I'm a psychopath if I do that now. I gotta look at my phone and not talk to anyone. That's what I do now. And I love reading obituaries in the newspaper. I do. You learn all about a person, and my favorite thing in obituary is when you get to the line where it says that the person died surrounded by family and friends. How do you get invited to that? Honestly, if some company would be like, "Hey, you know my Uncle Fred?" You're like, "Yeah." "Would you consider him a friend?" "Sure." "You want to watch him die?" "Yeah, I guess." "Can I bring a 30-pack? Sure, it could take a while." Don't go outside to smoke, though. You don't want to leave with his life leaves his eyes. That's the best part. You don't want to miss that. That's a big thing. I listen to radio on my phone. I don't listen to the radio in my car. I get in my car, I plug my phone in, I listen to the radio in my car on my phone, which is weird. I listen to sports talk radio religiously. I used to work in sports talk radio. I've listened to sports talk radio my whole life. I love sports. And my favorite thing I've ever heard in sports talk radio, this was like 7 years ago, Jackie Bradley Jr., center fielder for the Boston Red Sox. Now, it was his rookie year. He was going up and down between the minor leagues and the major leagues. And the topic was that day if Jackie should stay in the minors where he'd play every day and get a lot of at-bats, or if he goes to the majors and just gets some at-bats, he doesn't play as much. And this person called up and said, "Yeah, I think Jackie should stay down in the minors because if he comes up to the majors, he'll get less at-bats and it'll retard his progress." I was like, "Yes, Boston! We finally did it! We used retard in the proper context! I'm so proud of you!" For the next hour, people were like, "We can say retard on the air?" Like, "No, you need to use it in a sentence." "Oh, that's retarded." I watch the weather on my phone now. The weather, it's the winter. It's the Weatherman's Super Bowl. They're in front of the green screen. They're all excited. They're in a snowstorm. They're like up in Maine. It's 10 degrees. There's 9 inches of snow. Over in Worcester, it's 7 degrees and there's 8 inches of snow. And Cheryl from Shrewsbury called into the Weather Center. She said it's 8 degrees. There's 9 inches of snow. Thanks for calling into the Weather Center, Cheryl. What possesses Cheryl to call in to the Weather Center? But It's always an old woman from the boondocks. It's never an old guy from the city. Like, you never hear the weatherman go, we had Tommy from South Boston call into the weather center. He said it's wicked fucking cold outside. If his boss is gonna show up at that construction site and freeze his nuts off all day, well, he can go back home, watch The View, and fuck himself. And if anyone thinks they're taking Tommy's parking spot that they shoveled out, well, they can smack the statue of the Virgin Mary right through their goddamn windshield. Thanks for calling into the Weather Center, Tommy. Folks, I'm Mike O'Brien. I love you all equally. Thank you.